Yeah, good afternoon children. Welcome back to our math class here. We were doing problems based on clock and data sufficiency. So we are going to continue those classes, that problem solving now. So let us see what is there in store for us next. See, at what time in minutes between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock both the needles will coincide with each other. See, between 3 and 4 means what? Yeah. So 3 p.m. This is center, hours needle, minutes needle, and 4 p.m. center. This is 4, so it is like this, and this is like this. So in between, when it is turning, it will cross somewhere when it is somewhere here, before 4, somewhere here, this needle will cross that hours needle like that. So what time it works on, that is what he says. Okay. So 3 o'clock, the minutes hand is 15 minute spaces apart from the hand. So you see here it is 15 minute space or not? 12, 1, 2, 3. So that means, is it 15 minutes spaced or not? So that's what we are mentioning here. So now to be coincident, it must again be 15 minutes spaced. To be coincident, it should be again 15 minutes spaced. So in 55 minutes, 55 minutes are gained in 60 minutes between hours needle and minutes needle. That is what we have discussed earlier. In the first day, we have discussed about this logic. So 55 minutes are gained in 60 minutes means hours needle will travel through 1 hour, whereas this minutes needle will 1 hour means 12 to 1 like that, whereas minutes needle will travel through 60 minutes. So the gain that has been made is 60 minus 5, that is 55 minutes. That's what we are saying. In 60 minutes, 55 minutes are gained here. So 15 minutes are gained in how many? Because you should have the coincidence after again 15 minutes. So this will be nothing but 60 by 55 into this 15. Okay. So that is 16 4 by 11 minutes. 16 4 by 11 minutes. So that is past 3. Past 3 means here. After 3, so 16 means here, somewhere here you will get. Okay. So this is the point where this is needle, middle's needle is here, and the minute, this is hours needle, and minutes needle will be somewhere here. So they will be coinciding like this somewhere here. Okay. So therefore, after 16 4 by 11 minutes, those two coincide. Option D. Please note it fast, quick. Okay. So let us move to the next question. A clock is set right at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. means what? The clock will be like this. So this is 6, 3, 12, 9, 8, 7. This is 8. So hours needle will be here and minutes needle will be here at 8 a.m. Okay. The clock gains 10 minutes in 24 hours. We have already discussed this. Clock gains 10 minutes in 24 hours. So 24 hours also will convert it into minutes, because these two should be of the same units. Will be the true time when the clock indicates 1 p.m. on the following day. So now look at this. Time from 8 a.m. on a day to 1 p.m. 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. means this is 12, this is 6, this is 3, this is 9, 1, 2. So 1 p.m. means it will be like this. Okay. 8 a.m. on the day to 1 p.m. on the following day. You look at this. A clock is set right at 8 p.m. The clock gains 10 minutes in 24 hours. Will the true time when the clock indicates 1 p.m. on the following day. Okay. 1 p.m. on the following day means what? 24 hours are gone plus 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. I mean that means total 29 hours. 29 hours. Okay. So now 24 hours 10 minutes of this clock will mean 24 hours. 24 hours 10 minutes means it is 24 hours because it is picking up 10 minutes means it is becoming fast by 10 minutes. So 145 by 6, 10 minutes is what? 24 plus 10 minutes. This is hours is 24 plus 10 by 60. So this is 145 by 6. That's what we are getting. Of this clock is 24 hours of the correct clock. 29 hours of this clock is what? 24 into this, actually we should divide. 24 divided by this into 29. 24 divided by this into 29 will give you the correct clock. So that is equal to how much? That is equal to 28 hours 49 minutes of the correct clock. Therefore, the correct time is 48 minutes past 12, option A. Okay. So please. Okay, that is option A. So this is important. This is 24 into 6 by 145 into 29. So that is the final simplification, which will get it as 48 minutes past 12. Please note it fast, quick. Right. So let's go to the next question. Yeah, children, now let us discuss problems based on data sufficiency. So let us see whether the given data is sufficient or not. If not, what should be there, what should not be there. Based on the questions he has asked, we will continue with the things. Statement 1 alone is sufficient, but statement 2 alone is not sufficient to answer the question asked. Data sufficiency questions on clocks. Okay. Statement 1 alone is sufficient, but statement 2 alone is not sufficient to answer the question asked. That is one point B. Statement 2 alone is sufficient, but statement 1 alone is not sufficient. That is another point. Both statement 1 and 2 together are sufficient to answer the questions asked, but neither statement alone is sufficient. So each statement alone is sufficient to answer the question asked. So E, statement 1 and 2 together are not sufficient to answer the question asked, and additional data specific to the problem are needed. These are the 5 different options that we can discuss on. So what is the present time in the clock? Statement 1, the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand is 10 degree. Angle between hour hand and the minute hand is 10 degree, statement 1. Statement 2, the mirror reflection of the clock shows the time 7:40. So using statement 1 alone, 2 hands in a clock form an angle of 10 degrees twice in an hour. How twice in an hour? Look at this. See, suppose a clock is like this. Suppose hour's needle is here. So minute's needle, it starts from here. Before it is here, it is 10 minutes, 10 degrees, and afterwards crossing it will be somewhere. By the time it moves here it will be 10 degrees. Like this, twice in 1 hour it can happen that the difference is 10 degrees between hour's needle and minute's needle. That is what it happens. So also we cannot find the present time in the clock because the hour is not given. What hour it is, that is not mentioned. Okay. So now therefore this is not really possible with just one statement that is taken. So, statement 1 alone is not sufficient. So, we are not able to answer based on statement 1 alone. Okay. So, now let us take statement 2 alone. The time in the mirror reflection of the clock is 7:40 he gave. 7:40 means it is like this. So, hours needle will be somewhere here, and minutes needle is somewhere here. So, like this. Okay. Okay, this is 7:40. This is center of the clock. So, this is 7:40. So, the mirror reflection of this, the time in the mirror reflection of the clock is 7:40 says. We can find the actual time by subtracting this, the time in the mirror reflection from 12 hours. So, you subtract this for mirror reflections, subtract the scene time from 12 hours, you will get the, the time, what actually the time is. So, 12 minus 7:40 you take, you will get 8, 9, 10, 11, 3, 12, 4 hours, 20 minutes. Okay, 4:20 is the mirror reflection if you take. So, therefore, statement 2 alone is sufficient to get the question. Therefore, answer is B. Okay, because we are able to get this, isn't it? Mirror reflection of 7:40 is 4:20. So, we are able to answer the question with the statement 2. So, therefore, answer is B. What is B actually here? So, this is B. Statement 2 alone is sufficient, but statement 1 alone is not sufficient. This is the answer for this question. Please note it fast. Please note it quickly. We will go to the next page. Okay, let us go to the second page. So, please note it fast, quick. So, mirror image means what, children? You put a mirror here, on that reflection will be falling, isn't it? On this there will be a reflection. So, this reflection is called as mirror image. On this it will turn like this. So, what happens? This is the clock. So, this is hours needle. This is minutes needle and this is hours needle, like this. You see the reflection of this. If it is turned like this, it will fall on this. So, 4:20 like that. So, the second statement is sufficient to give us the answer. Okay, this is what we have discussed. Next, let us go to this. Find the time shown in a wall clock. Statement 1, the angle between two hands is 180, means they are opposite in direction. Statement 2, the hours hand of the clock between 7 and 8 on the dial. The hour hand of the clock is between 7 and 8 hours. Between 7 and 8 it is there. So, what is that? If it is between 7 and 8, it is like this. This is 7 and this is 8. Okay. So, this is like this. So, between 7 and 8 means somewhere here the thing is. Between 7 and 8 means it is like that. Okay. Now, Okay. So this is what is the thing. So using statement 1 alone, so two hands of the clock are at 180 degrees. This happens twice, once in every hours of time, once in every hours of time, okay. So when it is moving from here to here, R's needle, so somewhere in between it will have ones where they are opposite in direction, somewhere in one particular point. So in 24 hours. So this is very, very important. So, but we cannot tell the time because that 1 hour is not given. So that means statement 1 alone is not sufficient. Now statement 2 you take. So the hour's hand of the clock is between 7 and 8 on the dial, he said. So of course statement 1 alone is not sufficient, that we have already stated. Now let us go to statement number 2. So the position of the hour's hand is given, but the minute's hand position is not given. So position of the hour's hand is given and position of minute's hand is not given. So statement 2 alone is also not sufficient of getting the answer. If you combine both the statements, the hour's hand is in between 7 and 8, hour's hand is in between 7 and 8, and the hand between and the angle between two hands is 180. So therefore it should be what according to this? 5 and 10 minutes, correct? So that is what is the thing. So that means if you combine both the statements and the angle is 180 degrees, and this can happen only once in every 24 hours, in 1 hours of time, once in every 1 hours of time, then we can find that current time or of the clock is C. What is C? That means we are able to tell, isn't it? Here if you look at the diagram, we are able to tell that if hour's hand is here, minute's hand is somewhere here, right? That means it should be 7, 10, between 7, 10 means maybe 7, 7 or 7, 8 like that. So this is how we can tell the answer. So therefore, what is that statement C? Statement C is this. Both statement 1 and 2 together are sufficient to answer the question. So based on that, we will be able to tell the answers. So sometimes only one statement will be useful. First question, only statement 2 was sufficient to answer it because it was mirror reflection of 740. But now for the second question, both statement 1 and statement 2 can answer the question. Therefore, option C is the right option. So please note it fast, this one. We will go to the next question. See, 180 degrees is from first statement and between 7 and 8 is from second. That is why we are able to tell minute's hand is in between 1 and 2. That means 5 minutes and 10 minutes like that. Please note it fast. So let us go to page 2 to complete the answer quick. Quick, children. So let us go to the next question. What is the angle between the hour's hand and the minute's hand of the clock? So angle between minutes and hour's hand. The statement 1, the two hands are 50 by 3 minutes spaced apart. So with that, two hands are 50 by 3 minutes spaced apart, means which time it is spaced like that? Is it at 12 o'clock and past something, or 1 o'clock past something, or 2 o'clock past something like that? Nothing is known. Therefore, definitely statement 1 alone cannot tell anything about it. So, therefore, look at this. From the statement 1 alone, 2 hands are 50 by 3 minutes spaced. So, in 1 hour 55 minutes space is created, because that hour's needle travels through 5 minutes and this travels through 60 minutes and so total space is 55 minutes. So, 50 by 3 minutes spaced apart means for every minute it is 6 degrees. So, for 50 by 3 minutes it is 50 by 3 into 6 degrees, that is 100 degrees apart. So, we can find the angle between two hands using the data given in the statement 1 alone. So, from the statement 2 alone we can say that the time is 4:40. What is that statement 2? The minutes hand is on 8 and the hours hand is between 4 and 5. So, that means it is 4:40 it is declaring. So, as the exact time is given, we can find the angle between the two hands. So, statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer the question. Okay. Therefore, answer is D. Please note it fast. From here, please copy it. See, from statement 1 we are able to find the angle, but statement 2 we are able to find the time also. Okay, let us go to the page 2. Please complete it fast. Right, let us go to the next question. How many minutes does a clock lose or gain in a day if it is set to correct time at noon today? Statement 1, the clock shows 4:20 p.m. when the time is 4 p.m. today. It is showing 4:20 p.m. when it is 4. So, actually what time, how many minutes does the clock lose or gain in a day if it is set correct at noon? Means when 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock it has gained 20 minutes. It has gained 20 minutes. That means when it is actual time is 4, it is showing 4:20. So, just in 4 hours of time it has gained so much. Statement 2, the clock gains 5 minutes every hour. So, the clock is showing the corrected time at 12 p.m. that means 12 noon. From statement alone, the clock shows 4:20 when the time is 4 p.m. So, the clock has gained 20 minutes from 12 to 4. From 12 to 4. So, the clock has gained how many minutes? 4.20 minus 4, that is 20 minutes in 4 hours of time. So, the clock gains 5 minutes in every hour. So, from this we can find the number of minutes the clock gains or loses in a day. So, statement alone, 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question because it is giving like how many minutes it has gained. That means 12 to 4 it has gained 20 minutes, means when it is actual time is 4, it is showing 4:20. So, statement 2 alone says that the clock gains 5 minutes in every day. So, that means from this information we can find the number of minutes the clock gains in a day because in 4 hours of time, for every 1 hour it is gaining 5 minutes. So, in a day how many hours will be there? 24 hours. So, in 24 hours how many minutes it should gain? 24 into 5 minutes, like that. So, statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer the question. So, option is D. Please note it fast, quick. Okay. So let us go to the next question. Children, have you copied this first page? Yep, you did not copy this. Please copy it fast, quick. Okay, let's go to page 2. Please copy this so that we can go to the next question. Okay, children. So let's go to the next question. Now what it says. How many minutes does clock gain in a day? So in one day, how many minutes that clock will gain? Statement 1 says the clock reads 6 when correct time is 5:48. Means at 6 o'clock, at 5:48 it is showing 6, means it is showing 12 minutes extra. It's showing 12 minutes extra. The clock gains 40 seconds each hour. So how many minutes does clock gain in a day? So from what time to what time this gain has taken place, that is not shown or given. So the clock gains 40 seconds each hour. I think it's very difficult for us to tell. So now look at this. The real time is 5:48, but the clock is showing 6 hours. So means it is showing 12 minutes extra. But from what time to what time this has gained 12 minutes is very important. So the clock gains time, but we don't have the information about the rate of time gain. That's what I said. What time it has started and what time we are checking this gain, that is not known. Therefore, it's not possible for us to state anything about it. Therefore, we cannot find the time gained by the clock in 24 hours because we don't know the time at which the clock was set to the correct time. So statement 1 alone is not sufficient to get the answer. Now from statement 2, the clock gains 40 seconds every hour, he says. So that means in 24 hours it should gain 24 into 40, that is 960 seconds, which is equal to 960 by 60 if you take, you will get 16 minutes in 24 hours of the day. Statement 2 alone is sufficient to get the total time, the gain of time. Therefore, answer is B. So in 24 hours we know that it has gained 960 seconds. So which is equal to 16 minutes. So it has gained 16 minutes. That means in 24 hours. He is asking in how much time it will gain in 24 hours. So with the given statement of statement 2, we are able to tell how many minutes it will gain. So that means if it starts at 12 o'clock, by 24, that means in 24 hours it will show again 12:16, like that extra time. It should have been 12, but it shows 12:16 like that. So therefore, in 24 hours 16 minutes is gained. Therefore, statement 2 alone is sufficient to give us the answer. So option is B. Please note it from first. Right, children. So let us go to next page. Copy it quick. Okay, let us go to the next question. Data sufficiency questions on calendars. Now you see statement 1 alone is sufficient, but statement 1 alone is not, same like previous case. This says statement 2 alone is sufficient, but statement 1 alone is not sufficient. Here it says both 1 and 2 together are sufficient to answer, but neither of them alone is not sufficient. each statement alone is sufficient to answer the question, either statement 1 or statement 2. Individually they are sufficient to answer. E is statement 1 and 2 together are not sufficient to answer the question and additional data is required. So, that is E. So, now look at this. On which day of the week Anil will celebrate his birthday if his friend Komali celebrates her birthday on Monday in the same year? So, in that statement 1 says Komali's birthday comes 56 days after Anil's birthday of the year. So, that means she is celebrating on, not he, she, it is Anil. He is celebrating on, Komali celebrates her birthday on Monday. So, it is Komali's birthday is on Monday. So, her birthday is on Monday. So, statement 1 says Komali's birthday comes 56 days after Anil's birthday in the year. So, that means 56 days before. It is something, some day of the week that we can tell. So, day of the week we will tell, but can we tell the date? That is important. So, statement 2, Komali's birthday is on September 23rd and Anil's birthday is on January 15th. So, January 15th to September 23rd. So, will it be 56 days before? No. So, on which day of the week Anil will celebrate his birthday? So, this is sufficient for us to tell what is the week of January 15th and what is the weekday of September 23rd. So, this is sufficient for us to tell on which day of the week Anil will celebrate his birthday, and if January 15th is Monday, okay, that is possible. But statement 2 is, easy for us to tell, but statement 1 cannot make us tell. So, Komali's birthday is on Monday, that is known. From statement 1 alone, Anil's birthday is 56 days before Komali's birthday. Anil's birthday will be on Komali's birthday plus 56 days. 56 days means what? It is divisible by 7. So, therefore, again it should be Monday. So, therefore, this is on Monday. So, on which day of the week Anil will celebrate? So, this has been answering the question that is asked. Therefore, statement 1 alone is not sufficient because it is not telling the date. Okay, it is only telling the week, it is on Monday, but date it is not telling. So, therefore, statement 1 alone is not sufficient to get the answer. From statement 2, Komali's birthday is on September 23rd and is a Monday. Anil's birthday is on January 15th, and from the calendar we can find out what is the day of January 15th. So, statement 2 is sufficient for us to answer the given question. Statement 1 we can get the week of the day, but we cannot get the date of the month. Okay, but whereas here we can get the week of the day and as well as date of the month, because dates are given, so we can identify week of the day also. So, therefore, statement 2 is sufficient. So, answer is B. Please note it fast, quick. Okay, let us go to second page quickly, complete the answer fast. Okay, children, let us go to the next question. Now, how many Sundays occur in a month in a leap year? Statement 1, first of the month is Sunday. First of the month is Sunday, and fifth of the month is a Sunday. So, now based on this we can calculate how many Sundays will occur in each of the things. So, leap year contains 29 days. So, from statement 1 alone, first of the month is Sunday. So, Sundays in the month are 1, 8, 15, 22nd and 29th. So, that is January month. All months in a leap year have 29th day. So, therefore, 5 Sundays in the month, 5 Sundays in the month. So, which month he did not state? So, as we have all dates in a month, he said, so we have 1, 8, 15, 22 and 29. So, compulsorily there will be 5 Sundays in any month you take if that month's first day is Sunday. So, statement 1 alone is sufficient to get the answer. Now, statement 2 you take. 5th of Monday is a Sunday. So, 5th onwards you calculate 5th, 12th, 19th, 26th. So, there are only 4. So, it is possible for any month of a leap year, there are 4 Sundays in the month, in that particular month, whatever it is, not every month, okay. 4 Sundays in that month. So, statement 2 alone is sufficient to get the answer. So, therefore, option is D. Either statement 1 or statement 2 are enough for us to answer. Please note it fast, quick. Let us go to the previous page. Quick, children. So, let us go to the next page. Is it a Tuesday today? Is it a Tuesday today? So, statement 1, 18th February of this year was Wednesday, 18th February was Wednesday, and today is Independence Day. So, that means 15th August. So, 18th February is Wednesday and today is 15th August. So, now statement 1 alone cannot tell us whether today is Tuesday or not. Statement 1 alone, we know that 18th February was Wednesday, but today's date is not given. Therefore, statement 1 alone is not sufficient. Now, statement 2 says it is 15th August, but when it is 15th August, no reference of the date of the present year. So, we cannot find the day of the week today without other reference. So, if you combine statement 1 and statement 2, then it is possible for you to tell what is right. But again, we do not know whether February is this is a leap year or a non-leap year. If it is leap year, it will have 29 days, and if it is non-leap year, it will have only 24 days. Therefore, so even if you combine both the statement 1, see, if this would have been known that whether it is leap year or non-leap year, we could have told the answer. But because even that is not mentioned, so therefore, it is very difficult for us to tell even if you combine statement 1 and statement 2, and therefore, option is B. Please note it fast, children. Start with page 1, quick. So, let us go to the next question, next page, sorry. So, please note it fast. Right, children. So, let us go to the next question. In August, public holidays are only 2. One is Independence Day and the other is Rakhi Pournami. How many total holidays will be there in the month? So, only Sundays are holidays except for public holidays, okay, is statement 1. Statement 2, 18th March of the year is Monday. So, if this is Monday, which days on this statement 1 are Mondays and which all are Sundays we can state. So, that means based on this statement 2, we can tell how many Sundays are there in the month of August, how many Sundays are there in the August. So, we know Sundays are holidays and public holidays are only 2, okay. So, using statement 2, we can check with statement 1 and state what is right. So, there are 2 public holidays in the month from statement 1 alone. All Sundays and public holidays are holidays. We know the number of Sundays in August. So, we can't find the number of holidays in the month because we cannot find which days are Sundays. Statement alone if you take, children. So now if you combine statement 2, then 18th March is Monday, therefore we can go back and see which all days are, go forward and we can see which all days in August are Sundays. So combining both the statements, Sundays and public holidays if you take, then we can tell what is the number of holidays that you get in August. Therefore, both statements together are sufficient to get the data. So it should be option C, right children? So please note it fast, quickly go to the previous page, you take screenshot of it quickly, then we will go to page 2, you take screenshot of it, we can close it. Please take screenshot. Okay, let's go to page 2. Now take screenshot of it so that we can close this problem. Okay children, with this we close your today's session. Let's continue tomorrow. Thank you and have a great day.